Hello and welcome to Sibiu, Romania for the last day of the 20th edition of Red Bull Romaniacs. I'm Craig Stone. Here with me again is Daryl Curtis. We are in the final hill climb. It is the final showdown, Daryl. Look at the crowd. Look at all these people. There is huge excitement in action today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. We've had 5 great days of racing and everybody's waiting for the riders to come into the finish area. Andy Fazekas has once again done an amazing job. I'm looking out onto the arena right now and there's this massive hill climb in front of me. There's a couple of new exciting little climbs and you guys are gonna, there was a big backfire outside, sounded like a gunshot. And I'll tell you what, this is gonna get super interesting just now.
There's so much excitement here. There are so many people. There's been action galore. We've had bronze riders coming in, iron guys hitting this prologue, hitting this hill climb. Let's go down to Diana. She's with Cyril. Let's see what it's like in the atmosphere down there.
Hey there, I'm with Cyril Dubray at the finish at the arch. We are so excited about everything. Can you imagine this guy is the first winner, the first ever winner of the hard enduro Red Bull Romaniacs rally. He came back actually in 2005 and 2007. He took again the first place on the podium. You know what? Actually in 2007 he also won the Dakar rally. Can you imagine what a top gun this man is? Okay, anyways, I think Cyril will do today also the interviews, which he's done yesterday. Cyril, are you going to help me with the interviews?
I will try. Honestly, I'm a bit focused on that last uphill because I never see it, as a spectator. But really, really happy and proud for all the finishers which will manage to go to this uphill. Looking forward.
You will gonna super enjoy it. Okay, guys, to find out more about Cyril Dupray's development in Red Bull Romaniacs, you will have the opportunity to watch a super nice, short and crispy video with Cyril Dupray.
Today I don't know what to expect, but I will push in any case.
An iconic rider from the early days, Cyril Dupray, 3 times Red Bull Romaniacs winner, also made his mark by winning the Dakar Rally 5 times and Erzberg Rodeo twice. Cyril won the first ever Red Bull Romaniacs in 2004 and held onto his title again in 2005 and 2007. Even when the race proved to be tough on him, Cyril's background in trials riding gave him a great advantage. Even though he wasn't happy with every aspect of the race and sometimes had some special words for Martin,
This Martin is crazy, I tell you.
Cyril demonstrated some spectacular technical riding and always put on a good show for the fans. He battled through the tough sections. Having also raced desert rallies, he was able to greatly improve his speed and navigational skills. He was able to apply these critical skills to the 4 off-road days. It's all about being able to go fast through all types of terrain. Crashes are to be expected. It was the combination of competing in multiple disciplines of the sport that made Cyril Dupray the most complete rider in the early days. His all-round ability is what made sure he always finished what he started at the Red Bull Romaniacs.
Well, it's fantastic to have Cyril Dupray here with us. You know, he's won the Dakar 5 times and he's won Romaniacs 3 times. He won the first edition in 2004. He came back to win it in 2005. He won it again in 2007. And, you know, being out on the live Maniac section yesterday, he was interviewing Maddie Green, and Maddie Green had a second take like, yo, is this really Cyril Dupray? So it's really, really cool to have him out here. Craig, they've done a lot of effort in this area here. What's it going to be like?
So we've got a lot of bunting. They're going to go up this hill climb. There's some different options for the different classes, some good ledges for them to take out if they don't make it all the way up. And they've got a couple of loops up and down before they come through a massive freestyle jump under the Red Bull arch to finish the Red Bull Romaniacs 20th edition.
And there've been lots of action over the years. I mean, there's always something going on. You know, let's go back and have a look at a history clip of some of the action we've had here in the past. Some spectacular action there. Of course, we don't have aquaplaning this year, but Craig, I do see a ski jump down there. I see a new section on the right, some vertical ledges. We've got the Gomez climb and everything else. Can you take us through the track walk?
So every year we see something different. Every year Andy comes up with some master plan for this legendary hill climb. This hill climb has become the iconic piece of the end and final part that the competitors have to get up to be the finisher in the race. So let's go across and have a look at the premier aquaplane that we had here in the final hill climb of Kusturica.
Let's go. It's time to rise, time to take a stand. We'll lead the way and capture the flag. I'll take control, yeah, I'll make you see. I won't back down till I see him weak. You think you got that power over me? Well, don't be fooled, 'cause it's only empty words that I see. I'm sick of all your selfish lies and games. I'm breaking out, I'm breaking free, I'm gonna. Let's go.
So incredible scenes there, Daryl. Incredible shots of that water slide and the aquaplaning. Really something that was so awesome for the spectators here to see. That, in fact, was the year that Johnny Walker won here at Red Bull Romaniacs, and the other guys are starting to give him an early bath, an early shower after his race.
That's the clip that I was looking for. We don't have aquaplaning this year for you, but there's lots of other stuff. Let's go and have a look at the track.
So here we are at the flyover of the final hill climb finish, where the gold competitors are going to have to do 3 laps again here for our live Maniac section. They're going to come down into the arena here, into where all the people are, make a couple of little ups and downs, them vertical ledges to go up and over before they're going up this massive hill climb, and they're going to need to go all the way up the top through the Red Bull Arch. Daryl, talk us a little bit about the Gomez climb, because we saw some massive drama there a few years ago with Alfredo.
Yes, Alfredo couldn't get up that, so they renamed it the Gomez climb. And I see there's a big ski jump there now. There's quite a big gap, so that's going to be quite interesting. And there's another new construction that I've just seen to my right up in the hills there that Andy's just built. But yeah, let's go across to Cyril and Martin.
Martin, as you know, I am a commentator now. You know, it's my new role. I just would like to hear about how big is the country make the success of the Romaniacs. The country, the uphill, the downhill, the mountain. You could not believe to make this kind of race in another place in the world, right?
Yeah, you're right. In Romania, we have definitely very good possibilities because the country is very wide and long and not very strong populated, and that gives us the possibility to get all the permissions, because you don't need to talk to thousands of institutions. You need only to talk to a couple hundred. So it's a lot of work getting all the permissions from all the communities, from all the forest owners. It's a lot of work, but it's still possible, and so we are glad because the mountains here are so beautiful, and this is also the reasons why so many people are coming again and again. And also I think it's a very good promotion for the country, because not only motorcycle riders see that footage, also people back home, families are not riding bike, they are hiking, they are riding bicycles, and they all see how beautiful Romania is. So that could be a chance for them to come to see this country.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. As I was here for the first edition, and I can compare to the Dakar. You know, Dakar just show image, footage from Africa. You know, to the people which stay at their place during the year. And about this last crazy uphill from a crazy Marty, are you proud about it?
Yeah, it's nice. Actually, this uphill was another idea of my crazy friend Andy. So he was the guy with the obstacles on the road, and he also did here the first hill climb competition. And then when we had several kind of finishes. Maybe you remember when we were finishing on the top of the roof of unfinished constructions and so on. And at a certain point we were running out of these special locations, and we said, why don't we just come here to the hill climb, because you have a big arena, people can hear, spectate, we can do some additional up and downs, and I think it's a great venue.
Yeah, for sure. After 4 days, full days in Romania, you need this special, adding some special up and downhill. But I guess what surprised me now is the number of competitors. I mean, we were 32 participants.
Yes.
How you can still manage the track, the safety, and all the organization with all the different kind of level? Because I mean, they are not all pro.
Yeah. No, I was honestly also not sure if we can manage so many competitors, but it worked out really good. We have 5 different classes, and pretty much every class has its own racetrack. And on a few kilometers they go on the same tracks if we cannot find anything additional. But otherwise every class is by itself, and so we have different levels, different difficulties, and it works out pretty good. And I would really want to see you coming again to visit us, even though you don't need to race. We have a few of our former competitors that are now also joining the crew and coming as openers and sweepers and just enjoying, go for a ride. Yeah. Commentators, thank you very much.
No, I mean, I will look to win another Romaniacs, maybe in silver, maybe in iron, I don't know. Definitely not in gold, but no, it was a pleasure to see this feeling, to see the emotion on the guys, sweating a lot, pushing their bike. I mean, they know what they are expecting, and they get enough for the money they invest on that trip, I guess.
Yes, everybody gets enough riding, and especially the amateurs, they also learn a lot at Romaniacs. Like there's a lot of situations that they are not having at home. So here we bring them to their levels, to the top of their level, and it's always fun.
Yeah, and keep it like this. I mean, there's a lot of rally in the world. There's a lot of enduro in the world. but I guess it's only one enduro rally with some navigation. I see sometimes a little bit too much band, blue or yellow. You know, I like this kind of navigation on the mountain of Romania, and hope in the future the navigation is coming back, and I come back myself too.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, sounds like a deal.
Back to the commentator.
Well, if you've just joined us, we're on off-road day 4 of the Red Bull Romaniacs, and we're waiting for our leaders to come in here into the final hill climbs here in Sibiu. So Manny Littenbichler has shown us an absolute masterclass of riding so far in the last 4 days. He's got a lead at the moment of 58 minutes over second place Tristan Hart. Billy Bolt is in third, Theodor Kovachev is in fourth, and Wade Young is in fifth. So very interesting today. Theo's putting on a charge. He's at the last checkpoint. He was about 3 minutes ahead of Manny, and he's trying to pull back some time on Billy Bolt. So Theodore is fourth place at the moment, and he's got 5 minutes to make up on Billy Bolt. So he's been going absolutely flat out today. He wants a podium spot.
So as you said there, Daryl, Manny just giving a masterclass on this on every single day, just so good. And you know, watching his riding technique has been so interesting to see how it differs to the other guys. He just keeps the rev so low all the time. We've spoken about that. And I just want to come back to Cyril's interview with Martin there, because I think it was music to Martin's ears to hear Cyril saying that perhaps he wants to come and do an iron or something on the Dakar bike. And wouldn't it be great to see Matthias Walkner back here with the Dakar bike, and a big showdown between Matthias, Paul Torres, and Cyril in the bronze class?
Yeah, that'll be amazing. I think we should bring all of the old legends back. So all the guys that have, you know, in the first 10 editions, they should all come back, and we should actually make a legends class here. I'll have to speak to Martin about that. I left the hotel early this morning, and I went into the first gold hill climb, and I tell you what, Craig, it was absolutely incredible to watch the guys come through there. And Manny, Tristan, Billy, Theo, Wade, you don't understand the level of these guys, the way they were pivoting up. It was a steep zigzag, and they made it actually look like nothing. And again, we talk about the humans and the gods. So these top guys are just on another level.
So just to give you an idea about these guys and how difficult it is sometimes to set a course for them. You know, we had a massive climb yesterday on day 3 for them out in the valley there, and our track managers, who are really solid, really good riders. We had Torsten and Mitchell. They rode this climb. They marked it for these guys, for the gold riders, and it took them almost 4 hours to ride up this climb. And yesterday, Manny he nailed it in 18 minutes. I mean, can you actually believe that big difference?
Yeah, you can't actually believe it until you see it. You know, if you're a hard enduro rider, you should definitely make your way out to one of these World Championship rounds and just see the level for yourself. You can't always, the cameras just don't do the steepness of these climbs justice, but when you're physically standing there, you're in awe of these riders and how easy they make it look.
So great to get some shots here of our riders in the other classes. We've got the bronze riders in the finish area here. We've got iron riders in the finish here. Atom riders arrive a little bit later on. We've got silver here also. And we are very close to seeing Theodor Kovachev coming into the arena here. He's been the fastest on the course so far today, and we think that he should be around about 11 minutes away. So Theodor very close to this arena.
Currently on the World Championship standings, we've got Manny Lettenbichler, who's out in front. He's got 43 points. You do win points for the prologue, so Manny picked up 1 point at the Erzberg prologue, and he picked up 2 points here at Romaniacs prologue. Billy Bolt is in second place, Tristan Hart in third, Theodor Kovachev in fourth, and Graham Jarvis is still tied fifth with Alfredo Gomez and Michael Walkner. But the big change here, Craig, is going to be between Billy Bolt and Tristan Hart in the overall.
Absolutely, you know, Tristan, he has learned so much over the years, and Billy as well. Billy's been coming here a few times. They've been having a massive struggle out there. A real big battle, bashing bars. You know, Billy had some misfortunes on the day on day one. Tristan he also had some problems on day 2, so both of them, not a clean and clear race for either of them, but still really high up there in the rankings and going for that those podium positions.
Mario Roman as well was also being one of our most unlucky gold riders. Of course, hitting a deer at Erzberg, and then 2 bad days here at Romaniacs. The one day his throttle, when it was raining so badly, the glue came undone on his throttle and he couldn't get up any of the climbs. And on the second day, he smacked the throttle tube against the tree and it jammed open, almost taking out some spectators. And he's just shown us yesterday how he came through the field. He's made up a lot of time, but not enough to get on the podium here.
So we've got confirmation that Theodore is around 8 minutes away now. He's around 8 minutes away from this arena. It's really filling up here. Big crowd coming in, and the weather playing its part as well. Really nice and cool, not too hot, so we have perfect conditions here down at the final hill climb finish. And we've got some of the, you can see some of the obstacles here from the similar style obstacles from the prologue that we had. You know, Andy Fazakas and his team from the Crazy Park building a really great course here. So for spectators to spread themselves out, come and have a look what all these guys are going through. And in a few minutes, we're going to see some of the gold guys coming through and giving us a wonderful display. We've even got some guys with chainsaws out there. Some chainsaws out in the course. You know, we usually see those at the World Cup downhill events, making some noise in the forest. And it's actually, you don't hear them too much here because of all the rest of the noise going on. Big freestyle jump there. What a way to end your race here at Red Bull Romaniacs.
The arena's filling up, the music is pumping, and the main focus here is the main hill climb. They've cut a little bit of a groove halfway up just to mess with the guys' momentum. And the top end of this is very, it's hard pack and it's very slippery. I don't know, Craig, what do you think? I mean, there's not a smooth line up there, so they've got to do like a bit of an S, and there's some nasty little ledges. It's so steep at the end.
So actually, usually there's a nice run into the bottom of this hill climb, and you can blast your way up here in 3 minutes. But there's been Andy's coming here with an excavator. He's dug it out to the bottom a little bit. So they've got 2 little jumps to get over, as well as a big hole. So it's going to be really fun to see how the guys make it up.
Okay, but we've got Cyril with Alfie Cox down in the arena.
Another legend of Red Bull Romaniacs, and Alfie Cox from South Africa. What are you feeling today?
Yeah, look, I think I always come here on a tour and I make a tour here together with Emil and bring my friends from South Africa for the last 2 days of watching. But this is the final of Romania, and some of the guys that have come and never been before, their eyes are. We were in the forest yesterday on some of the big climbs. And to see how good these guys are, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, this is just the atmosphere, you know. It's an amazing, and to have this many people, and the weather is on our side.
And honestly, for myself, it's the first time I'm on a finish line without pain. You know, it's not painful at all. Even after 5 days in Romania, I feel great.
I remember the 10th anniversary, Martin invited me, and I thought, oh, I'm not such a bad rider, I'll go and do silver. And after the 4th day, I was completely dead, or the 3rd day, and I said to Martin, hey, why are you killing us every day? He says, what are you riding? I said, no, I'm doing silver. He said, I didn't tell you, that's the 10th anniversary, it's gold from last year. It was horrible. No, listen, it's a real challenge, and yeah, you're right. To be here, relaxed and no pain, it's wonderful.
And you know, it's maybe a bit more often that you are traveling to races, but I think it's the first time as I am a spectator and actually a commentator today, and I really enjoy. I mean, I did not have this perspective of the race, the perspective of how tired looks the rider, you know, in all category, how smooth they are riding without too much gas. I mean, it's a real experience for me.
No, I think, you know, when you see the riders, like you're saying, completely destroyed is the word. And when you finish this race, I think you get your money out of the race for sure. But when you talk about tired, I think after the 2nd day, most of the guys are finished. Even the top riders, you can see the look in their eyes. It's 4 days. It is the toughest race, I think, in the world when it comes to 4 days hard enduro. But yeah, the body language is not looking so good on some of the riders. But hey, you haven't come here for a haircut. You've come here for a real challenge.
Yeah, and that, as there's a few things which never change. Romaniacs is in Romania. Romaniacs is organized by a crazy Martin.
Yeah.
We know it, and it's a quite tough mountain. Listen, Alfie Cox was there since the beginning of Romaniacs. Why Bradley Cox, your son, are not coming in also in our enduro race?
No, well, he's been trying the enduro, but he's got short legs, and I think off-road and rally is his new career. He will try. He's a motocross rider from a small boy, and Bradley has now chosen to go and do rally. So Hazel and I are not too happy about it, but hey, you know, rally is rally. And but it's still great to come here, and there's so many people that know you from 20 years ago. And it's still a great feeling, man. We're part of the family.
Yeah. Well, I'll see him in the desert for sure.
Perfect.
Back to commentator.
Okay, guys, so we've got Theodore Kovachev in the house. He's just come into the arena, and he's just started going up the first of these gold climbs. They are vertical ledges. Let's go and have a look and see how he manages to tackle these first few climbs.
So he's made up 2 minutes now. They were running slightly late on the road, but he's made up his 2 minutes, and look at him launching up there. Wow, this is exciting. All the people cheering, they've all come to see their heroes here. And the two heroes we had just in shot there, Alfie Cox and Cyril Dupre, legends of the sport. Alfie Cox, the first winner of the Erzberg Rodeo, and Cyril Dupre was our first winner here at Red Bull Romaniacs.
Okay, so Teo's up and over. That's the new jump I was telling you about that Andy built just this morning. Teo's going to make his way down. Wow, look at that launch off that ledge. That's insane. He's going to come down these steep downhills.
And look at the technique he used there, Daryl. Not going straight off it, but at an angle to make sure that when he lands in that soft sand there, he's not going to go over the handlebars. Now he's going to go down this huge wall of a step and make his way down to the bottom of the hill climb before lining it up to fire it up through the Red Bull Arch. And Manny is in the house, so Manny's just arrived now, right behind Teo. So we've got Teo and Manny in the arena.
Being chased by Paul Bolton, so we're going to get some good YouTube footage. Is Paul going to take that big jump? I don't know.
Look at
Teo's
Manny.
lining up for the hill climb. I want to see Teo. Is he going to clear this hill climb? Super difficult.
So here we go.
Let's see that step. There's that step I was telling you about. So he needs to clear this little ledge over here. It's a big cutaway.
Oh, through the big hole. You see how he just soaked it up there. Didn't want to jump it because if he jumps it, he loses his momentum.
Okay, so the Gold Riders have got a chicken line. They can opt to either go all the way up or they can cut loose. I don't know if is he going to give it another go?
So Manny struggling here where we saw Teo clearing it from the jump there. So Manny not making it all the way up like Teo. He's losing quite a bit of time here, but he's got a massive buffer on everybody else. He had over an hour's lead from this morning. He had an hour's lead over second place.
Okay, Manny's going to have to go down. He's going to have to hit that jump again. There's just too much scrumming to get out that last piece.
So he'll come back down and line it up again and have another shot at this jump here.
This is not where Manny wants to be right now. Just remember, he has got a massive gap. He's got lots of time on his hands, and he's just going to compose himself and go and give that another shot.
So we should see Mario coming in fairly soon as well. Mario Roman, he is third at the moment. He is third fastest rider today. So it'll be good to have a few of them in the arena here. Lots of action for all our spectators to see.
Come on, Manny. Again, not quite all the way up. And Theodore nailed it.
Interesting technique there, Daryl. He didn't want to jump it like Theodore did. So he looked like he was deciding that he didn't want too much air time, because when he lands on the face of that big bank, then he loses all his momentum. So he'd rather do a little blip over it and then use that rear tire.
I could see he knew exactly where he wanted to land. Okay, so Manny will get out of that section. That, I would say, is the hardest piece of the arena. Super interested to see what Manny does on this hill climb. Let's just see this huge drop-off over here. You don't understand it. There we go.
Great
awesome
technique
job.
there. Wow.
Manny's going to give it all. He's going to want to get up this hill climb. He's got lots of time on his hands. I hope if he doesn't clear it that he's going to try again until he gets up. Theodore not too concerned though. Only thing that Theodore is worried about is the race today with Billy Bolt. Theodore wants that podium spot.
So here we go. Here we got Manny. Manny's going to come around and line it up and fire it up in here, probably third gear, straight up this hill climb. Wow, that hole there really playing havoc with him. Oh, here we go. Go, Manny.
Almost. And there you can see exactly how steep that climb is as he comes crashing down. Danger here, bending bars, braking levers.
And it's a huge step there. So where he is right now, just behind him, it's a massive step there. It just you lose all your momentum as your suspension compresses into that big wall. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to take the option of the chicken line where Teo went out just to get in the finish, be safe, and take the win here at Red Bull Romaniacs 20th edition.
So that's the decision, either to take the massive risk of being a crowd pleaser or win the race safely. Okay, Manny's opted to go around the top. He's not going to give that hill climb another go. You can see him just at the top of the screen over there. He's just gone out of frame now. And Manny's going to take the safe option to take the win safely here at the Red Bull Romaniacs. There's still quite a lot of hard sections to go through until he makes the finish line. I'm looking at Theodore now on the Gomez climb. There he is. And he's struggling to get up. He didn't make it up. It's called the Gomez climb for a reason. Alfredo struggled there. You can just imagine how steep it is if these guys aren't managing to get up.
So I'm just looking for Theodore where he is now. He should be just about coming towards the end into this big freestyle jump.
No, he's still stuck on the Gomez climb, Craig. We've been watching it. Looks like he's at the top now, so he should be pretty safe. There is another level though. He's going to spin the bike around and he needs to clean the second level of this climb.
And don't forget, they need to do this 3 times. Can you believe it? So our unofficial overall at the moment, this is the overall of the entire race, all the days together.
Oh, and he almost made it. But a bit of a ghost ride there, but up is up.
We had Manny Littenbichler first, Theodore in second, and Tristan Hart in third. So this is the fight for the podium.
Theodore's giving it everything he's got here today.
So we've got the first 4 riders who have cleared that checkpoint 9 just before coming into the arena here. Theodore, Manny, who are here in the arena. Mario should be arriving as well as Wade Young.
Theodore's lining himself up with that new wooden ski jump up onto that top level. It's quite a big gap, but not a problem at all. The second half is though.
And you see, just when they get too much airtime there, you land on the face of that climb and lose all your momentum.
Mario safely up. That's a Gomez climb where Theodore got stuck. Second level, is he going to clear it?
So lining himself up, and here he goes.
Great job there.
So Theodore into the arena now, into the base of the arena. He's going to come over these big blocks, over the freestyle jump, and head out again for a second lap.
Theodore looping his bike out. Doesn't make it second time round. This is going to be super frustrating, and it just shows you how hard these climbs are. They are brutal. What's Manny going to do? Also, puts it down safely, though. Looks like he'll be able to ride it out from there.
Huge entertainment for our crowds here. If you're in Cebu and you're not here at the final hill climb in Guštarica, get over here, come and have a look, come and see all the action here because there's so much to see.
It's not often that we get to see our best hard enduro riders in the world scrumming, and here we are. What a treat.
And Theodore, he just doesn't want that bike to slide all the way down to the bottom. He's going to try and work it over to the grass there where Manny is, pick it up onto one of those off cambers and try and ride out the top.
So far today, Theodore had made up. He gained 3 minutes on Manny, and looks like Manny's going to make his time back. If these guys are struggling like this, what are the rest of the golds going to do? I mean, these are our best riders in the world, and there's such a big difference in level between the That's awesome from Manny, ever the crowd pleaser.
So apologies there for the incorrect information. They're not doing this 3 times. It's a huge loop that they have to do here. So they're going to just complete it 1 time and come into the finish. So Manny is our winner, Daryl.
Well, the factory KTM team are going to be super pumped with that. There's his dad there, Andreas Lettenbichler, the legend, and Fabio Ferrioli, multiple World Enduro champion. But Manny is going to be so stoked with that. His 4th win here at the Red Bull Romaniacs.
And here we go. Here comes Theodore. He's had a great last part of the event. He had some bad fortune on day 2, but it's been on the charge since day 3 and as well as today. He will be stoked with that.
Theodore's going to be so happy with that, and that's going to get him onto the podium here at the Red Bull Romaniacs. What a great result.
So 2nd place again there by Theodore. He finished 2nd last year as well. Great result for Theodore. And I think it's only a matter of time before he's up there onto the top step.
Let's go across for an interview. Let's go across and get an interview with Manny Lettenbichler.
Just go a bit closer.
Manu, congratulations, man. 4th victory. A crazy victory, a crazy day, a crazy Romaniac, no? As always.
Crazy Romaniacs as always, yeah. This is for sure true. But I can't believe it. It's crazy to win another one here. Like last year I got sick, so I was definitely a bit bummed out because I had a technical issue. So definitely I wanted to have a redemption this year, and it paid off. So stoked.
And honestly, from my part, you know, just as a spectator, as a hobby rider on the side of the race, there's always a kind of victory that you can really be proud. One like that, where you beat the other, you made so much time every day. I mean, this is the right way, the correct way to win a race like that.
Definitely, I think this week went so perfect, so I think that's definitely a way to win a race. And the other guys rode also pretty good, but I pushed really hard because I really wanted to get this win. So yeah, stoked.
You have the key for success, you know, you can go for Graham now.
I tried to get Graham's record, but I have to do 3 more years, so at least. So let's see if it works or not.
Anyway, very congratulations.
Fantastic result there by Manny. His 4th win here at Red Bull Romaniacs. Really on a charge, still young and still lots of riding ahead for this great young man.
Mario Roman, we saw him not throwing his bike off. He let his bike down and he jumped off on that top ledge over there. And it just shows you, if Mario Roman is doing that, you know how intimidating it is. He's going to be so stoked to finish. He's made up so much time in these last 2 days. Now that he fixed his throttle issues, as he comes in here for the final hill climb, is anybody going to clean this hill climb today?
Not wasting any time there, just doing a quick turn and off he goes. Up here, drive.
Well, his throttle's certainly working today. Also not going to make it.
So he's going to come back down. He's coming down for another run. Good boy.
The crowd are loving it. Come on, Mario. Let's see if you can do this. Crowd are going nuts.
So here we go. Look at him, not wasting any minute. He just knows what to do. Yeah, Mario.
Oh, he's so close. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to ride it out from there. It is so steep. Right now, he doesn't know that Manny and Theo have taken the chicken line. What is he going to do?
He was so close there. He just needed a little bit more drive, but it looks like he's come back onto that shelf and he's going to ride it out the top. So here we go, Mario over the camber. He's going to try and get into that rut. So once if he can get his tires into that rut, he should be able to ride it out. We have seen guys do that in the past.
No, he's having second thoughts.
Clearing it out.
He is
Asking the
exiting.
crowd. Here he goes.
Let's cut across for another interview.
Well done, well done. I mean, fuck.
Indeed, it was what the fuck. I just saw it and I was like, for real? Don't think too much, Theo. Just go, hit it.
You know, as Martin, he like until the last minute, until the last meters, he wants to make it harder and harder. This is about Romaniacs, right?
Yeah, they don't leave you to rest. Like, they take the GPSs out 15 minutes ago, and now they have put this for just before the final. And you know, the atmosphere, the fans, you kind of feel the finish, but you're still not there. So you have to keep focused until the finish flag.
Yeah, people don't realize that you have climbed meters and meters and downhill rocks, and it's easy to make a mistake, you know, and well, here in the perfect shape and on the podium. Well done, congrats.
I'm very happy. 30 minutes penalty from the first day. I managed to recuperate it throughout the 3 following days. So I'm very happy for my sponsor Econ and for all the Bulgarians that are supporting me, because it's a huge thing for me.
This is important to be proud. You can be proud. Honestly, congrats.
Thank you.
What a fantastic result from Theodore. He's coming to the arena second, but he is our third place man. He's going to fill up the last spot on the podium. We're waiting for our second place man, Tristan Hart. He should be coming into the arena soon. But man, there is just so much action out here.
And he, I think this is him, Daryl. Is he coming? No, not quite.
All the classes here, remember, anybody can give this hill climber a go. So they're just trying to go up and see how far up they can get. Lots of entertainment here for the crowds. This is why they came here. There's just action everywhere here. The atmosphere is electric.
So unfortunately, we won't be seeing Paul Torres having a go at this hill climb on his massive bike. He unfortunately had an injury and had to withdraw from the race on day 2.
Yeah, Paul's injured his knee again. I think it's a PCL injury. He's not 100% sure what it is or how bad it is, but he's out. And it's very, very unfortunate because, you know, he won some of the bronze days here, and it's just incredible to see what he can do on that big bike.
We're also waiting for Billy Bolt to come through and Billy to enter the arena. Billy has been a master of this hill climb in the past, clearing it when others couldn't. We had a very, very wet conditions here about 3 years ago where nobody could get up during the event. They didn't want to take any chances. But once all was said and done and results were out, they came and had some fun, and Billy was the only one to make it up.
Mario also getting stuck there on Gomez's climb right at the end bit. He's going to have to just give that another go.
Mario, one of the best hill climbers out there for sure. We've seen him at other events like Hispania where he could clear massive hill climbs where others were struggling. So these guys are the best of the best. They are the ones that can make it up, and if they're struggling, you know just how difficult it is.
Mario had a good day yesterday. He got a 3rd overall on yesterday's day.
So here he comes. He's got one more to go, one more climb. We saw Manny and Theodore struggling to make it up there in one shot.
He's going to want to get some good lift up there over that jump and see how high he can get. We saw everybody else, how they struggled there.
And we've just got Wade. So Wade Young has entered the arena as well.
Oh, what a job. What a job. He's done the best job up there so far. What a great ride from Mario up that climb. He's going to be super stoked with that. I've just heard the name Wade Young. Here, I can see him. He's out of screen at the moment as Mario is struggling with this last little piece of this climb. I'm looking at Wade Young. He's just come into the arena.
He's lining up for that jump. So he's lining up for that jump where Manny just didn't make it to the top.
Wade Young is in the house. Can he clear this section? also opting for the safe route. I think Theo just nailed it first time.
Yep.
So much aggression.
So here we go. Let's welcome in Mario Roman. Mario about to come and finish here under the Red Bull Arch.
Are we going to get a heel clicker? Let's have a look. Mario's just sussing out this final jump.
Here he comes, Mario Roman. Massive respect to Mario. He has had some bad luck over the last couple of weeks with that accident at Oatsburg. Not a great start to the race, but it just shows his character and his mindset and just how mentally tough these guys are.
So Mario at the end of yesterday was lying 7th overall. We have to check and see the last checkpoint today if that position has changed. But Mario should finish 7th here at the 2023 Romaniacs. Wade is busy sussing up that ledge at the moment. Is he going to launch off it? Mario jumped off the ledge there without his bike. Is Wade going to launch it? Let's see what he does. I think he is. He's lining it up. Looks like that's Tristan Hart with him.
Yeah, it does look like Tristan is with them. So they're both just eyeing out the section here, having a look how to get down it. They might see some tracks there where we saw Manny and Theodore going off sideways just to our left there.
Tristan also lowering his bike down, same as Mario. So just a reminder, Theodore and Manny both jumped off here. Absolutely incredible. I mean, it's a 3-meter vertical drop. Wade is going for the same approach. Rather safe than sorry. You can still really bin it properly by jumping off that.
And Matthias Volkner just arrived now as well. So just to the right of
Not
Wade.
Matthias, Michael Volkner.
Sorry. Michael Volkner here. He is to our right there on that jump. So all three of these guys in this section now.
Tristan Hart is our second place man. He's currently 2nd overall.
So here we go. Here's Tristan. He's lining up for this hill climb. Let's see how far he can get up. Oh, go boy. Yeah, Tristan. So Tristan is up. Tristan is over.
Tristan made it to the top of the hill climb. That was insane.
Amazing riding there by Tristan. And let's go down to Cyril. He's with Mario Roman in the finish line.
Mario, perdona, felicitaciones.
Muchas gracias.
Que hasta el final, until the end, no?
Yeah, until the end I was pushing for sure. The first 2 days I lose a lot of time, but my goal was to do my best. The last 2 stages be in the podium, and I think is what I did. So super proud of me. I've been riding good, and I have the physical conditions, so already thinking the next race.
Okay, cool. I mean, this is a very different one, no? Because when I saw this GPS, it's not that often that you have to compete, take care of the bike, take care of your body, navigate, and also try to climb all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely is one of my favorite kind of races because you never know what is coming next. You have to be super focused by yourself. It's like adventure, reading a GPS like you in the Dakar, and I really like it. It's super fun, and yeah, congrats to Martin, 20 years anniversary. I'm glad to have you here. It's an honor.
Yeah, yeah. Well done to you. See you next year. Stronger.
Thank you.
Gracias.
We saw Wade going up the hill climb. He didn't make it, and he opted for the chicken line. But let's go look for him out on course. Where is Wade Young on the course? Tristan there, just coming into shot now. Another drop off there.
And great to see Mario's big smiles here in the finish line. Mario super stoked to be here in the finish line. He's had a great end to the race, and as he said, looking forward to the next one already. And Michael Volkner, he has given a good shot up this hill climb. He's just below the Red Bull Arch, trying to push his bike up into the rut there. We'll get a shot for you in a second, but Michael Volkner looks like he's going to be able to ride out the top under the Red Bull Arch.
Okay, Tristan's now on the Gomez climb. And he's gone down.
So clearing that hill climb nicely, we saw from Tristan earlier, really doing an amazing job there, but just not managing to get up on this Gomez climb. Just to remind you about the Gomez climb, so a few years ago, we had a big struggle, a big battle between Manny Lechtenbuchler and Alfredo Gomez for the overall win, and it all came down here to the final hill climb finish in the day 4. It was a little bit slick, a little bit wet. Manny managed to clear this hill, but Alfredo just could not get up. He went shot after shot trying to make it up here and just slipped from that first place on this climb.
Well, Tristan's still trying to push his bike out of that climb. He's stuck there at the moment. I'm not sure if he's going to try to go back down. Oh, and he's just dropped it. He's sliding all the way down. There's our answer. This is brutal. If a guy like Tristan Hart, second overall at Romaniacs, is battling like this, what are the rest of our golds going to do?
And you can see just how soft and loose it is just before they hit that massive wall. And that's probably what's causing them a little bit of problems.
Well, at least our psycho organizer, Martin, is getting stuck in himself. A little hammer, that's like taking a knife to a gunfight, right? What's he going to do with that little hammer? Wade Young, flicking that bike around. He's going to give the Gomez climb a go. So Wade has actually passed Tristan. He was out of shot. He got past Tristan. And Tristan Hart is waiting in line now to get up to where Wade is right now.
So Wade, oh, you see
there
now,
we go.
he's
Wade's
just
going to have to
lost
come back
that front
down.
wheel off that little ledge there, and he's going to have to come all the way back down. So he managed to almost pass Tristan up here, but it looks like he's going to make his way back down before Tristan fires it up again. And Michael Walkner there as well. So we have all three of them.
All right. It just can't get better than this.
Massive entertainment here. Tristan waiting, giving instructions to these guys of what to do. You can see him saying, come on, man, give me a gap, guys.
Yeah, the guys all giving... Oh, Michael's fallen over there. Each giving each other a gap. The race positions have been decided. It's just a case of getting to the finish line now. You need every single centimeter that you can there for drive. Wade giving Tristan another go at it.
Come on, Tristan. There you go.
Beautiful, up and over.
So Wade, he's going to fire it up straight after Tristan now. He's going to want to come in with them together. These two, from the prologue, from the city prologue, have been at it. Elbows up, bashing bars.
Yeah, Wade's up and over. He's safe.
So Tristan now, he's almost cleared that last hill climb. He's up where the grass is, where Manny and where we saw Mario riding out off the grass. Wade lining it up now.
Ghost ride there from Michael Bachner. As Wade up the ski jump, he's going to make it all the way up the grass. No, he's not. And Tristan neither. Both of them are going to have to go back down and do that again.
It's a massive struggle here for these guys. They're just about at the finish. They've got one more big climb to clear, and then they'll be in the finish, but it's not over yet.
So only rider to have done that section, clear it perfectly, has been Mario Roman so far. Every other rider has struggled. Second time round, they're going to know where they're going, and they should be okay, but...
And this is Marco Volkner in shot now. So Marco, he's at the bottom of that climb as well. So we've still got all three of these guys in the same section together. Tristan should be able to ride it out from there on that grass. That's where we saw Manny earlier, picking up the bike, lining it up on the camber and riding it out the top.
Okay, Wade, second time round, also not getting the lift that he wanted, sliding back down. I mean, that's one of the hills. It does look steep on camera, and it really is. It's near vertical.
So here we go. Marco Volkner, he's now firing it up, and he's just below Tristan there. So that should be a good place for him to ride it out the top.
Tristan will be happy to be up and over. And Michael's past Wade.
Oh, Wade ghost riding it out there. So you didn't see it on camera there, but Wade ghost riding up onto that little ledge where the grass is. So he should now be able to ride it up. And all three of these guys are going to be in the finish together. So here we go. Here comes Tristan. Over the freestyle. Yeah.
There's our second place man. Tristan Hart takes second overall here at the Red Bull Romaniacs. Michael Wagner should still be in sixth place overall. What a great
Awesome
slow-mo.
shot there. Awesome shot of Tristan and Michael Wagner coming over the freestyle jump into the finish line. Here comes Wade. So Wade is over, and here he comes. So lots of high fives going on down there. The riders and their teams, riders together, they've had an epic, epic journey to get here. Lots gone on through the last 5 days of racing. Great shot there from our camera guys at the top of the Red Bull Arch. Just giving you an idea of just how big this arena is and all these people that have come out to see their heroes, to see the big action that's going on here.
But let's cut across to an interview and hear what Tristan Hart has to say.
Tristan, what an end of a race, right?
Yeah, they definitely built some crazy stuff, and normally I'm pretty decent at that, but man, I was just throwing my bike everywhere. But it was kind of fun, me and Wade just throwing our bikes, just like out practicing. So that's good for the fans and kind of fun for us too at the same time.
Yeah, that's what you can imagine from Martin. You never know if it's better to come with the sneakers and a rope or an enduro bike, but you did well.
Yeah, thank you.
And I guess before coming in your country in a few weeks for the race, it's built some good confidence, right?
Yeah, I mean, home race always got a little extra jam for the home crowd. So looking forward to Canada and all the Europeans coming over.
Yeah, stay quiet, make a good job, good track, and it will work well in Canada. Congrats, guys.
Okay, fantastic. Tristan there, solidly in second place.
And here's Billy. So we've got Billy in the arena. This is what we've been waiting for, the king of the hill climb. Let's see Billy how he's going to tackle this course. And he's firing up there onto the ledge before he makes his way left to the little jump where we saw the others not quite clearing it as well as Theodore.
Overall results so far, Manny Letterbichler, followed by Tristan Hart, Theodore Kabakchev third, and Billy Bolt is currently in fourth place overall, Craig. He's lost his podium position to Teo after that big charge today. Is Billy going to clear the jump?
So here we go, Billy lining himself up, and here he goes. Whoa.
You've got to get perfect drive right from the bottom, and then try to get as much traction you can on that wooden plank to give you that lift. It's quite narrow, it's about 300 millimeters wide. It's pretty sketchy.
Oh, great ride.
Awesome job.
Billy.
Bit of a ghost ride, but he's up. What a great job. Billy nailed it.
Just about as good as Theodore. So Billy doing a fantastic job to get up and over there. And just to come back to our podium there with Manny Littenbichler, Tristan Hart in second, and Theodore Kabachi in third. So
Is
Tristan
Billy going to, sorry Craig, I'm interrupting you there. Is Billy going to jump it off the ledge? If Billy's going to push it down, I mean, he's like our fearless warrior. He's not scared of anything. And to see Billy push off that ledge, you know how big and intimidating it is.
I'm sure there's going to be big bragging rights going on at the after party this evening between Theodore and Manny about why the others couldn't write it down just the way like they did.
Our best hard enduro riders in the world, showcasing their skills here right in front of us. This is just incredible. We've been treated to 5 days of incredible hard enduro action here at the Red Bull Romaniacs. Billy lining up for the final hill climb. Is he going to ride it up?
Come on, Billy. There you go. You see him soaking up that jump there. That's it. Now he's got massive drive.
Not making it up. Losing his bike there, but he's in the chicken line. Let's see what Billy decides to do. Last year, they were going nuts on the hill climb. They were giving it a 3, 4, 5 times each, but no, Billy's taking the chicken line. He wants to get through to the finish. But let's switch across to an interview with Wade Young.
Billy, another finishing.
Billy, Wade.
Oh, sorry. You know, my English is bad. You know. Wait, sorry. But you are at the end of another Romaniacs?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, it's been a long week. This last section was pretty nerve-wracking, but yeah, happy to be here. I know there's a lot of South Africans watching back home, so a big thanks to them for supporting. And yeah, obviously my team Shurko, done a good job, managed to get to the end, so happy.
I'm sure when you see the finish line after all this crossing mountain down in, and you said, I'm at the end, but what about this last bit?
Yeah, this is not something new, so we know that Martin put some crazy stuff here in the end, so we handed on our GPSs like 5 minutes back, and I knew I was kind of nervous for the section, but anyways, we got through it, and I'm happy to be at the finish.
Yeah, congrats. And sorry for the South African fan, huh?
No problem, all good.
Wade is a good guy.
Well, you know, having done this race a couple of times, on the way home on the final day, I think Wade's 100% right. Everybody is so scared of this final hill climb and what Martin's got in store here, because he can get a little bit crazy at times. In fact, he's crazy all the time. So we're looking for a visual of Billy Bolt right now. He's got these final little climbs, like the Gomez climb and stuff. I want to get Billy there. Is that Billy? No. Just waiting for Billy to come back into picture, as we've seen more and more riders starting to come into the arena.
Great scenes here in the finish line of all our riders. Big smiles on their faces, lots of high fives. Everybody happy to be here in the finish. Day one, we had some massive rain, some huge storms coming through. Everybody thinking that this was going to be something special this year, and it definitely was.
All right, there we go. These are the shots we're looking for. Billy is into the Gomez climb. He's already switched it around. He knows he doesn't have enough drive. He's going to go back down and try and get that momentum that he's looking for. Okay. No, also still not enough drive. He's not going to go all the way down to the bottom. He's going to try and get drive from there. Busy lining that bike up. Oh, and he's up. Another ghost ride, but he's up to the next level. One more to go. You know, the camera view just does not do it any justice. If you go stand there, it is ridiculously steep. You need to get it perfect. All of these things, to clean them the first time, you need to get absolutely mint drive from the bottom. It's not easy.
And we saw Tristan clearing it nicely from where Billy had landed up there. And Billy too.
Another ghost ride. Billy's throwing his bike all over the place today. but up is up.
I'm sure he's going to be super relieved to be here in the finish line under the Red Bull arch.
Well, he's almost there. Look at that awesome slow-mo we've got. Okay, the next hard section. It's the first little ski jump. Well, not little ski jump. He doesn't know how much drive he needs for this climb yet. He's about to find out.
So in the overall, we had quite a tight battle going on between Wade Young and Michael Volkner.
Almost there. He's not in a good place. I reckon Billy's going to opt to turn around and give it another go.
Definitely.
There you can see that middle piece there, how unrideable it is. You have to get the lift to get up on top of that ridge before you can ride it out. He knows it. He's going to go back down. He's going to give it another bash. Okay, no more goggles. Let's toss those. Oh, almost made it up. Billy should be able to ride it out from there.
He just needs to pull that bike up and over a little bit, get that back wheel off the ledge.
Super frustrated with himself. I cannot tell you what the last 4 days have done to these riders. From day 2, in the rain, it's just so physical. We've seen all of them take massive strain. I was looking at Graham Jarvis last night, and I said to him, how hard is it? And he said, man, he's not even racing. He's just riding this race out. Billy getting his breath back. He just wants to get to the finish line. He's done. He's definitely going to try ride it out from there. There's not much traction on the grass, a bit of moisture in the ground, but the grass is super slippery. He's found a nice little line there. All right, he's up and over. So
that's it for Billy.
That's great. Let's have a look and welcome Billy into the arena. What a great ride.
He's going to come off this last step now. He's going to be super happy, super pumped to be here in the finish line.
He won't be happy that Theodore snatched the podium from him, but Billy should come in a solid 4th overall. We will confirm as soon as it's through the checkpoints. We can check the final times. There was only 5 minutes between the two of them at the start this morning, so we'll wait for that final confirmation to see where Billy is finished on the overall. But yeah, he's safely in at the finish. He'll be super stoked that the race is over. He can go and have a cold beer.
So let's see who we've got. Cyril's down in the bottom there. Cyril Dupre down in the bottom with an interview.
Well, it's been non-stop action over here. We're just waiting for Cyril and them, and just to get ready. We are going to have some more interviews, but it's quite chaotic down at the finish line, as you can imagine.
We can see now this hill climb is getting a little bit worn in. There's a bit of a line developing, which should make it slightly easier for these guys, that they're not going to jump so high up when they go over those little dugouts that Andy has done there with the excavator. Going to make it slightly easier for the others, but we did see a massive, real masterclass from Tristan Hart clearing this hill climb in one shot.
Well, it's the only rider to have gotten up so far, so I wonder if there are going to be any more. I don't think so.
We've still got the king, Graham Jarvis. He's going to be here fairly soon as well. Graham has been up this hill climb many, many times. He knows what to expect and which lines to take.
We're waiting for Sonny Goggia. We're waiting for Maddie Green, Graham Jarvis, Mark Ribelazara, Dominic Olzawi. There's just so many more of our golds that are coming in. Let's go across for an interview.
Billy, honestly,
here's Billy Bolt.
Until the end with an injury, which is, I know what it means, you know. I don't want to be disturbing you too much, but honestly, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's been tough. I was a little bit frustrated. You know, the first couple of days I was much more competitive than I expected to be. So then, once you're in the higher positions, you know, you don't want to leave it. But I knew, you know, like, even the start of today, my main goal wasn't really to push for third, was just to try and maintain fourth. You know, I know the pace at the front is so high, and I just can't go fast enough at the moment in time. But all in all, for how we were a few weeks ago, you know, and only a few times on the bike since Esbjerg, I'm really happy with the week and how it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, you can be. I mean, it's already a really hard competition, and then riding without 100% when you can be focused, you know how to win races. We all know that you are strong, but I mean, you have to respect your body, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I knew it was going to be tough. But yeah, like I say, I'm very happy. It's been tough, I'm not going to lie. I was in some pretty dark places yesterday and today. But I know the team have worked hard. I've brought them back a pretty smashed up bike every night. Roxy had to help us pull my pants on this morning. I was that tired. So it's been a struggle. I've had a lot of struggles at this race, but this week has definitely been the hardest of them all. So to be here now, I'm pretty happy.
And then you know what? This is summer vacation now. I wish you have some day rest, and you deserve it.
Thank you very much.
Well, what a great effort from Billy Bolt. Yeah, so it's confirmed Billy finished 4th overall, just 16 minutes behind Theo Kovachev, who put on a super late charge. He was 7th after day 1, and Teo managed to win day 2 and day 4, and Manny Letzenbichler won day 1 and day 3, of course, taking the overall win here at the Red Bull Romaniacs.
It's great to see that emotion from Billy on the finish line. You know, these guys, everybody thinks that just because they are the professionals, they are the gold today. It's sort of an easier day out there, but it's so good to see the emotion there on Billy's face and just how hard he had to push himself mentally and get through all those sections and break those barriers.
Spoke to Matty Green the other night, and he said to me he actually forgot how hard this race is. And I've always said that the hardest race I've done in my life is the Red Bull Romaniacs in the rain, and we had lots of it. The rain changed the dynamic of this race completely on day 2, and it really exhausted these guys. They still had another 2 hard days to go. I mean, Craig, to spend that amount of time on the bike every day, it's insane. People don't realize how hard these routes are here, especially in the gold class.
It really is, but even for the other class, it's a real fight. You know, we sort of planned for the winner of each class to be in the finish line an average of 5 hours. But there's still the rest of the guys out there. They out there for 10 hours, 8 hours. It's a massive day for them all.
I rode quite a lot of the silver route yesterday. I rode today's silver, and it's really difficult. There are so many steep hills, and a lot of them are actually the old gold hills. So who is this?
It's Mario. So we've got Mario. Mario having a go. He wants to get out the top. Here he goes. Come on, Mario.
Awesome job. I'm sure maybe some of the other riders are going to come out and give it a go after reaching the finish line.
So Mario, he was already in the finish line. Race was over for Mario, but he wanted to give on a big show here for all our spectators and come and see and show them that he can make it up the hill climb when the pressure is off.
He definitely didn't want Tristan to be the only one up, so I'm sure I really hope some of our other pros are going to come and give it another go, just for the fun of it. That's what these spectators have come here for. They want action. Well, these riders coming into the arena from all angles and all classes. We just don't know where to look. Here's a nice slow-mo of Mario. He got the drive that he wanted. What a great job. That's what we want, Craig. We want more crowd pleasers.
Super shots there from Mario.
All right, so just a confirmation of our overalls there. Obviously, Manny Letzenbichler took the win. Tristan Hart in 2nd. Theodore Kabakchev in 3rd. Billy Bolt in 4th. Wade Young in 5th. Michael Volkner in 6th. And Mario Roman in 7th. We've got 7 riders into the finish. And we're waiting for Sonny Gaugier. We're waiting for Matty Green. We're waiting for Graham Jarvis.
So while we wait for those guys, just to announce to you some of the placings in the other classes. There was a massive battle going on in the silver class. Ben Wibbly, he took it there over Valentina Hutter from Austria, and in 3rd place was the local Romanian Sergio Grecu. Ben Wibbly, these guys were also having a very tight battle. He only managed to get, looks like around 7 minutes over Valentino, and over the 5 days, it's almost nothing.
There's been a battle in every class, and there's many memories that have been made. Some of these iconic climbs out there, and there's downhills, the stories that I've heard about these downhills. I mean, we saw pictures on day 2 of Billy and the guys sliding next to their bikes going down. When it rains in Romania, it changes this race completely. We saw many exhausted riders after day 2, guys in hospital, on drips, totally exhausted.
And in the bronze class there, so the bronze guys are in the finish as well. In the bronze class, our top 3, 1st place was Jörg Schutz, in 2nd was Ovidio Nestor, the Romanian, and in 3rd place, Prit Biena.
We saw a shot just now of Roxy interviewing Billy there for his vlog, doing some great stuff out there. All of these guys, you should follow them out on their social media channels, Instagram, and all of the Red Bull Romaniacs social media websites. There is so much content out there at the moment. All right, we've got another gold rider in the house.
Here he goes over the plank. That's a great launch there up the side there from Sonny Goja. He should be able to ride it out on the right-hand side there where we saw Billy. Great launch there by Sonia. He's at a solid event, really high up in the placings on each of the off-road days.
Yeah, he's had a really good Romaniac so far. I was out in the gold section, like I said this morning, watching him go up there. He's currently in, he was in 9th place after yesterday. He finished 11th at the 2021 Romaniacs.
Digging up massive.
And I think this will be his best result so far here in the gold class. Getting a last little pull there from Stefan from Devonter. These guys are spent. I think as we go further back in the gold classes, Craig, I think we're going to see a lot of struggling here. These guys are really going to battle to get over these last couple of obstacles. The level in the top 10 in gold is ridiculous. They make it look easy. But still, by saying that, we saw how much they struggled over here, which tells me that the balance of the gold class are going to be scrumming like we've never seen before.
And they've had a massive day to get here. It's been a very long day for these guys. Super, super difficult day. And now they've got these last sections of the arena at the final hill climb to contend with. Just to announce you as well, the iron category. So overall in the iron category, in first place there, taking the win was Robert Adams from Great Britain. Second place, Samuel Defroy. And in third place, Paul Boulay.
The finish for some is so close, but yet so far. It's only a couple of 100 meters. But you can lose 15, 20 minutes here quite easily, I think.
And we're just waiting for a few of the other Atom riders to come through. So that was the iron class, and a few more riders to come through for the Atom before we can give you those results. So here we go. Sonia making his way down off that vertical edge. He's going to do 2 more drops and then come and tackle the massive hill climb.
So Sonny Goja currently in 9th overall, just ahead of Maddie Green in 10th. So we're waiting for Graham Jarvis and Maddie Green to come into this arena. They should be here at any minute.
So Sonny Goja just having a look at the hill climb. We had a ride on a nice big 4-stroke, firing it up almost all the way up. Sonia having a look at it. He's going to choose his line, choose his gear, and off he goes.
Solid drive off the bottom. He's going to clear the gap. Looks like he's got nice momentum. He needs to keep it going. He looks like he's going to make it.
Oh, yes. Great riding,
What
Sonia.
A great
well
ride.
done. That is awesome.
Super, super good. He had got the drive he wanted, and he's cleared it.
Wow, what a legend.
What a great job. He'll be super stoked with that.
So here he comes down straight away. Straight away he's coming down, and then he's got all these other big steps and ledges to contend with. But that was an incredible ride up the hill climb from Sonny Goja.
Those 2 massive obstacles are waiting for him. We've got the Gomez climb and the other new climb with a ski jump, and then he's going to be in the arena.
So Sonia, he's going to make a right turn there. We've got the intersection board there just to his left where the gold riders are being shown to go up this big vertical step on the right-hand side.
Track managers have been doing a great job out there. Oh, beautiful.
What great riding. Look at that.
Just his back. He's just got caught up on the tree. A peg hooked on the tree there. Yeah, so when you're out on these trails over here and you see the gold and the silver split, man, you know you're in for a hard time. When you that little G sign with the arrow.
So if you haven't been to Romaniacs before and you're considering doing it, next year will be another great event, and I can announce now that we have something very special by Martin van Oudemitz. He is going to have some tours on the go during the latter part of the year, and if you're thinking about coming to do it but you don't know which class to do, we're going to have some tours available where you can come and ride each of the different tracks. You can ride silver, you can ride bronze, you can ride gold, whichever you choose. And if you think you can move up or move down, the next day you can decide which track to ride. Head across, you'll see on our website fairly soon. We're going to announce on our website the dates available for the bookings. A great opportunity to come and see what you can have to deal with here in the mountains of Romania before actually entering for the event. So Sonia, having a look now at this next climb, the Gomez climb.
We saw him throw his bike down that other vertical ledge just now. And yeah, he's cleared the first part.
Great.
What a great job.
Wow, awesome riding by Sonny Gorgia here in the arena. Just taking his time, really composed, looking at his lines.
Definitely a rider to look out in the future. He's really impressed me at Romaniacs this year. He's had a super ride. Solidly in 9th place overall. I'm looking for our 8th place man. Where is Graham Jarvis? Sonia clears that nicely. One more massive obstacle left. He's making his way down to the bottom of the climb. And let's have a look at Sonny Gorgia over that massive wooden ramp. How high is he going to be able to get? Where is Sonny? There we go. He's made it up the first ledge. Has he got enough drive? Yeah, and he's almost cleared it. I reckon he'll be okay. He's going to want to switch his front wheel to the left there and go across that grass patch if he can do it. Or is he going to slide all the way down? No, he just didn't manage to hold it. He knows he's going to have to go back down and try again. So close, but yet so far. You know, it's one thing arriving here fresh and clean. If you've just woken up and you come and play on these hill climbs, but I mean, these guys have been out here for brutal days, and today was a super difficult day for them. They are so tired coming into this arena and having to try to deal with these climbs at the end.
So Matty Green should be our next rider to arrive here. Matty Green, we're just looking out for him as well. He should be the next rider to arrive here in the arena. As Sonia just turns it around now, he's going to come, looks like he could come all the way back down to do that jump.
That's got to be the worst feeling in the world when you're just busy, you don't make it up, you are just hanging on. I mean, he was trying to dig in the front tips of his boots over there and he just couldn't hold it and he came tumbling down.
Just teetering on the edge there. So Sonia, at the moment, we can see out the front of our booth here that he is now almost over the top of this hill. He's just about in that grass there where we've seen the others being able to ride it out off the side. And he's going to be in our finish line very soon.
He should be able to ride it out there. He's so close. Pivoting across, he sees a slightly better line on the left-hand side. He should be able to get some more drive there. I think he'll safely be able to ride it out. He's going to go across onto that grassy piece and do a little switch, a little pivot over there. And he'll be up and over. Just taking a minute to get his breath back. These guys are exhausted. Sonny Gorgia, almost home dry. Currently in 9th overall. Could be 8th overall, depending on what's happened to Graham. Where is Graham Jarvis? Where is our junior Matty Green?
So Graham Jarvis, he was 8th on the road this morning. He started 8th and Sonia in 10th. So Sonia definitely on a big charge today and making up some good time.
So I wasn't aware, Craig, the Romaniacs doesn't count towards the Junior World Championship. And Maddie Green is also a contender for the main class of the Hard Enduro World Championship, as well as the juniors. Well, Sonny Goggia will be super stoked to get to the finish line. It's all over. And there we have our lady finisher. 581, Maria Grigoras from Romania. A great effort. Do we have any results there, Craig? As we're just trying to find out where she has finished.
So she is 26th on the day today. Great ride from her. Looks to be our first lady rider here in the finish. And here's Maddie Green. So Maddie Green into the arena now.
What a great ride from Maddie so far. He's had a fantastic Romaniacs. He's had to dig really deep, but what a great result. So Maddie is currently 10th overall, all dependent on where Graham Jarvis is. We haven't seen Graham yet. I wonder if anything's happened to him. Oh, great job, Maddie. All right, next up for Maddie is that big wooden jump. He's going to want to try to get up as high as he can. Can he do what Theodore did? He's getting a bit of advice there. I saw just a wrist being open there, meaning give it all you've got.
Hold it on.
Great job there from Maddie. Should be able to get enough drive to go up and pivot to the left and get out of that section.
I think he's a little bit too low there. I think he's a little bit too low to get out of there. Maybe it's better for him to come back because it's super soft there. We saw Sonny Goggia really digging it down there. That soil is really soft. I don't think he's going to get enough drive. And you can see to his right there, it's a nasty little vertical drop there. And he doesn't want to risk that.
I think you're right. He's busy weighing up his options. And I think he's going to decide to go back down and try again, Craig.
So Graham Jarvis and Mark Lazaro have also cleared that last checkpoint. So we should see them here joining Maddie Green fairly soon. Would be good to see the three of them battling it out in these last sections of the hill climb here at Kusturica. Oh, Maddie's just not getting enough drive to get out the top there. And it's really digging in now.
So after yesterday, there was quite a big battle. Maddie Green. Let's have a look at the overall results and see where Maddie is and the time between him and Sonny Goggia.
He's just looking up at his fellow South Africans. Stefan van Devert at the top there is pleading, come on, I need a little hand here. But he's going to need to get up onto that grass there.
So from what I've got, Sonny Goggia should be firmly in 9th overall and Maddie Green will be in 10th. Dependent on where Graham Jarvis comes in.
So Maddie taking his time here, getting a little bit of energy back, bringing the heart rate down, because he's really had to push it hard here now and force that bike to try and get it up. Oh, it's just too soft. He can't get the drive he needs.
Yeah, Maddie's in a bit of trouble here. Definitely decided to go down. He's going to have to go and relaunch it up there. As the bike goes tumbling down, there you can see how steep it is. This is an extremely intimidating part of the track. And I think as more and more riders don't make it up. That ground is starting to break away. I've seen it on a lot of parts of the track out there. It gets more and more difficult as it gets all churned up. Although he's going to get the drive and land pretty much where Manny was, it's just going to be that much more difficult to get that drive that he needs. The back wheel digs in. We saw it already in the video just now, or on the feed.
So here we go, lines it up again now. Let's see. Come on, Matty, you can do it, boy. There you go, there you go.
Great
Now
job.
he's high enough. Well done, Matty. So he made it up high enough now where they can give him a little bit of an... Oh, Stefan falling down. So you can just... these guys really in a massive struggle.
You can just see how brutal these sections are. We've all been watching Matty grow up here at these hard enduro races, and he just keeps getting better from race to race. From where he was a couple of years ago at his first Romaniacs until now, he's just upped his game completely. It's just so cool to see him right here in the top 10 of the best riders in the world.
Absolutely. Now let's see what's he going to do here at this big drop. Is he going to take that little line to the right where we saw Manny and Theodore riding it down, or is he going to just lower his bike down the way the others did?
Well, I wouldn't say lower the bike down. It's more like throw it off, Craig. There's no easy way to put it down there. But I think the risk of jumping off here is huge.
Is there such a thing as ghost riding it down, Daryl?
Well, there's a lot of creative ways of getting your bike down, but down is down at the end of the day. So lots of action out here on all of these climbs. Matty's opting to get it off. I think that's the safest approach, dropping his bike down like most other people. I think we've only seen Manny Letterbekler and Theodore jump off that ledge so far. Yeah. All right, Matty's down, just picking up his bike. As we see somebody rip it out on the finish line there.
That's the way how to do it, yeah. That's how you finish the toughest hard enduro rally in the world.
There we go, just a quick adjustment of the levers. He's going to come down, and I really hope he nails this hill climb one shot. Getting his heart rate down. Matty knows that there's another bunch of difficult climbs here. He's taking his time. He doesn't want to mess them up. He's got to try and clear everything. And he knows it. He certainly knows that the hill climb's next.
Come on, Matty, get the energy, get it up, let's go. Great drive.
Keep it going, Manny. Oh, and so close. Almost up. Oh, looks like he was going to take the chicken line without his bike there.
Yes, like it. Sprinting down the hill.
Yeah, it's all fun for us to laugh at the bottom. I can tell you what, that hill. I'm sure Matty's not laughing, but he knows he can take the chicken line if he wants. He'll be able to see the chicken line sign now. Is he going to go back down? And yeah, Matty's going to give it another go, Craig. That's what we want to see. That's what our crowd wants to see. He wants to nail it. He wants to get up the hill climb. That was so close. I reckon he's going to get up. So another two guys that have just in the hill climb at the moment. He's going to want to get them out of the way. All right, the hill climb's clear now.
Here he goes.
There's a shot of Graham Jarvis coming in now, up his first ledge into the ski jump area as Matty Green. Let's switch across to Matty Green and see him up the hill climb.
Go, Matty,
yes,
go, Matty, go, Matty.
What a great line. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to ride it out from there. Looks like you can, but it's so steep there. Graham Jarvis now about to hit our wooden ramp. We saw Matty get stuck there. Is Graham going to be able to get enough drive? The master himself.
Oh, Oh, no.
That was
so
Stefan
close.
just missed his wheel as
falling
Graham's
all the
bike
way
goes
down.
tumbling down.
He was so close there, almost making it up. Such fine margins here.
Just look at the height of that ledge. I mean, it's the height of a person that they jump up. That is. I went and stood there this morning, and it was like, it's absolutely insane.
Here we go. Look at that. So he just gave it a little blip there. Oh, Stefan, they just could not hang on to that bike.
I reckon
Almost
Stefan needs to
making it
work
up.
on his bike catching skills. That wasn't a good job from Stefan.
So while this is going on here, Matty Green, he took that chicken line option to the right. He's up and over the top and making his way down now.
Okay, Graham's going to have a job getting his bike out of the bushes. Matty Green should be dropping in soon to the Gomez section. He's got one little climb to go.
Matty just backing it up now to this big ledge here on the right. Here he goes. Nice, Matty.
Okay, so Matty's going to have a couple of little downhills now. Still a little bit of time while we look for Graham Jarvis. Where
Somewhere in
is
the
Graham's
bush here.
bike? That was huge. I think that bike cartwheeled off an extra ledge there. Deep into the bushes. I really hope that Graham's bike hasn't been damaged. I hope levers and all are intact. There were a good couple of flick-flacks that bike did. All right, just trying to get a visual of Graham there. All right,
so there he is.
Looks like the bike's okay. That's great news. Okay, cool. Graham is going to give it another go. Okay, he needs some better drive.
He's going as far to the left as he can there to try and get some more drive. Is he going to use that plank again, or is he going to take his own line? Because
I think it's impossible to get up there without the plank. I had a look at it. Definitely the rider's going to be hitting the plank. He just needs a bit more drive.
there you go.
There we go.
Right,
And
super.
Stefan's done a better job this time. Thank you very much. I think Stefan owes Graham a beer or two after that dismal attempt of catching the first time around.
So he's going to do the same as Matty here. Just pull that back wheel around, pivot it over to his left, and ride it out on the top.
Like I said to you last night, I spoke to Graham and he said, no, man, he's not racing these guys in survival mode, getting through. Graham Jarvis, 48 years at the moment. He's won Romaniacs 7 times, Craig.
Incredible, incredible achievement. Incredible by Graham. 7 times his last win here last year. And really something to behold.
But Manny Lettenbichler taking his 4th win. He's got another 3 to go to match Graham 7. It's actually unbelievable. Matty Green now out of the Gomez section. He got up that second ledge. And he's going to start making his way back into the back of the arena now towards that wooden ski jump as Graham just pushes out this last piece. Pants are shredded. Graham's exhausted. This edition, dubbed the impossible, has virtually been the impossible. For a lot of riders, they haven't been able to complete the course this year.
So Mark Lazara there, we saw clearing that section. So great riding by Mark Lazara. He managed to launch his bike right up there, and he's got stronger and stronger during this event. He had a couple of tough days in the beginning, but he's having a great start, great day today.
There's the massive drop-off there. Graham also opting to throw his bike down. And literally throwing his bike down. Well, it's not the first time the bike's getting used to tumbling down. Right now, I don't really think they care. They just want to get to the finish line here in the arena.
They're so painfully close. They can see the Red Bull arch there in front of them. They can see all the people. They can see their teams waiting for them to welcome them into the finisher. So close, yet so far.
There's just action and mayhem everywhere you look here.
I'm just looking to my left here, trying to find Matthew Green. So he did clear the Oh, Matthew Green is in the finish. So Matthew Green in the finish with Cyril.
We're not ready for an interview just yet, but I can definitely confirm that I can see Matty Green in front of me there. He has reached the finish. All right. Oh, and somebody's just gone over the bars on that. Somebody's jumped it. That's the risky part. I'm not sure. Was that
Dieter Rudolph?
Does look like Dieter Rudolph. Massive crash. Out of camera, unfortunately. Let's switch across to Matty Green and Cyril.
Well, you know, when your level is growing and the success is coming, you have the interview which coming with, but congrats, well done, man.
Thank you very much, Cyril. It's a real privilege to speak to you again, and I was a big fan, and you know, our president's name is also Cyril, so I have a lot of respect for you. Yeah.
Wow. Until the end, no? Until the end, fighting, throwing the bike, trying to go up and down. This is a crazy finish.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy finish. I broke my radiator a little bit back, so I was scared to damage the bike, so I'm happy I'm here.
This is about riding motorcycles. To be clever enough to try to go slower at the end and to save your bike.
Yeah. For sure, you got to look after your body and your bike to get to the finish, you know. So I used all my water and stopped at all the rivers, but we're here. The crowd's pretty sick and we're having fun.
Mate, happy for you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, bro.
What a massive crash from Graham Jarvis. Man, he was so close. He almost cleared it, but came tumbling down in the end.
Can see that step there, just bucking him off to the left there. Real bucking bronco. What's he going to do? Is he going to go all the way back down again or take the chicken line out to the right? But it does look like he's a little bit too far past there, so he might have to come back down again.
I can tell you that Graham is exhausted. He's our GOAT. He's our 7 times winner of the Red Bull Romaniacs. And opting to take the chicken line, I think Graham is super tired and he just wants to get to the finish line.
So Mark Lazaro now. Mark Lazaro lining up for this hill climb. Come on, Mark. Oh, another rider in the way there, but he's going to take the exit to the right. Mark now taking that option to the right, and we've got both him and Graham now fighting on that last few steps to make their way up to the top of this climb through the Red Bull Arch before they start coming down again. So Graham making his way down through the little chute, through the spectators.
Next up for Graham is going to be the Gomez climb. He's got a couple of levels to go down here. He's going to turn right into this section over here. Another brutal climb before he does a couple of downs before the Gomez climb.
Easy work of that one.
Mark Lazaro just behind him. Also cleans the section nicely. They're both going to go into the Gomez section together. They're not done yet. Another climb there, just out of shot. As they're going to wind their way down to the back of the arena for the infamous Gomez climb. It's caught a lot of riders out here this morning so far. Are these guys going to be able to get out unscathed? Let's see.
So we're going to have action all day here as the riders start coming through. Lots to see for these spectators.
There we go. There's Graham lining himself up for this. The second massive drop in screen right now. He's just looking, is he going to ride it off or is he going to lower his bike? Yeah, opting to get off rather. and drop the bike down. These drops are massive. That's a 3-meter drop right there. The ground is soft, so the bars will dig into that soft sand and not get damaged, hopefully. This just shows you the level of the course now. The organizers, the riders have set the bar so high now that the organizers just don't know what to do anymore. And when is enough enough? Wow, that was
Great
impressive.
riding.
That was really impressive.
Great riding there by Mark Lazaro.
I do think Graham is just absolutely exhausted though, Craig. Not winning to risk it so close to the finish. All right, guys will be lining up for that Gomez climb now. Second last brutal climb. Mark Lazaro there going into the Gomez climb now. He's made it up the first level. Can we get a visual? Up onto the second level. He's made it through the second level. He's cleaned it. One more level to go. You can see him there at the top of our screen.
And where's Graham Jarvis? So Graham Jarvis should be remounting soon to make it his way down to the bottom there and joining Mark Lazaro on that ledge.
Hoping to get a camera on the Gomez section. There we go. All right, there. Graham Jarvis is back in shot.
Graham Jarvis, 7 times winner here at Romaniacs. 7 times winner.
I actually think there's some damage to that bike. There's a reason maybe why Graham didn't ride that last drop. I think there's definitely some damage to Graham's bike. He's not happy. He would normally have ridden down that ledge. He's coming into the Gomez section now. Mark Lazaro managed to get out quite easily. Let's see what Graham can do. Let's hope Graham can get out of this section as he enters the Gomez climb. Lots of people down here in the arena.
And Mark Lazaro, he's on that last jump now, that big jump that we saw going up the hill.
There we go. Graham's going for it. Up the first ledge. Safely up the second ledge.
Oh, easy riding for Graham. Look at that.
Great
Fantastic.
job. Small little pivot there. Going to push his bike back and get that drive up the last little piece of the Gomez climb.
You could tell just how exhausted he is. It was a real struggle for him just to swing his leg over the bike and remount again. Absolutely spent.
So much respect for Graham. 48 years old. This year's Romaniacs has been brutal. I mean, at that age, to be riding like this is just absolutely incredible.
You can see him there selecting second gear, so knocking it all the way down and then one click up into second gear. Here he goes.
Okay, great. Short work of that climb. Graham has still got one last difficult section, the big wooden jump that we've seen there. And I'm busy looking. Mark Lazaro hasn't made it. He's busy going down. He's going to hit that wooden ramp again. So you'll see Mark and Graham both together at the bottom of this climb. As Mark just goes under the tape, he's going to go back and give it a second try.
And Graham Jarvis just taking his time there to suss it out. Have a look. Which line does he want to take? He doesn't want to use too much more energy than he needs to get into the finish line here.
Mark Lazaro up the first ledge, and almost he doesn't clear it. He's not going to be able to ride it out from there. He's going to have to come back down. Graham's having a look there. He'll be quite happy there to wait a minute to get his heart rate down. He's not worried about the time at the moment. He just wants to not spend any more energy. He's absolutely done.
So here he goes. Up the ramp he goes, onto the ledge, firing it up. Come on, Graham.
Also not making it up. He's going to have to go back down and give it another shot from there. He's not up high enough.
So for those of you that have just tuned in, we're here at the final hill climb finish in Guštarica on day 4 of Red Bull Romaniacs. It's the last push to the line. The top 5 in our gold are in. Winning the race, winning the 20th edition of Red Bull Romaniacs is Manuel Lettenbichler. In second place, Tristan Hart. Third place on the podium, Theodor Kabachkev, a real good recovery from him. Fourth place, Billy Bolt, and in fifth, Wade Young.
What a great slow-mo of Graham Jarvis not making this climb like so many before him. Everybody's had to go back down and give it another shot. Theodor Kabachkev made short work of this one. He got such good drive up there. You need to be absolutely committed at the bottom. The guys are going under the tape to get a bit more run up. And Graham knows he needs to be absolutely pinned here to get up higher, as high up as he can.
So here he goes. Come on, Graham. That's better, much better drive. Wow, almost riding it right out of the top there. So that was much, much better from Graham Jarvis.
Graham should be practically out. I think he'll be able to ride it out from there. He's in a, looks like a relatively safe spot.
Look at that.
I shouldn't talk too soon though, because I can't see from the camera angle there. Has he got a place to exit or not?
And look at the drive he got. That suspension compressing into there and just almost getting out the top of it.
Yeah, but that just shows you how steep this climb is if our pros aren't getting up. It's yeah, Graham is up and over. Next person into the arena is going to be Mark Ribelazaro and Graham Jarvis.
So come on, let's welcome home the king. Graham Jarvis, here he comes to finish Red Bull Romaniacs 20th edition, the 7 times winner. Here he comes.
I don't think there's a better feeling. 5 brutal days in the saddle and 50 meters to go. Graham, one more little ski jump to go and he'll be in at the Red Bull Arch.
And that's it. Well done, Graham. Nice to have Graham Jarvis in the finish for another edition of Red Bull Romaniacs.
That truly is a legend, Graham Jarvis. You can see the damage on his bike there. He lost his bike off the ledge with a wooden ramp, bike cartwheeled down into the bushes. He made a great recovery, and I'm sure he's going to have some words with Martin there, because this edition really has been one of the toughest we've had.
Super scenes there with the race organizer and founder Martin Fernandowitz, with Graham Jarvis in the finish line, welcoming him home. Massive relief from Graham now that he's in the finish and over. He is super pumped, super relieved to be here.
And these riders are all great friends. They spend a lot of time together off the scene, training, riding together. They're all such good friends. And it really is such a healthy sport. I've been involved with it for most of my life, made so many good friends. It really is such a fantastic sport.
So here we go with Cyril and Graham.
I feel like I've achieved something. It's not the result I wanted, but you know, I got to the finish. When things are going bad, sometimes, you know, it's a big achievement to get to the finish, as you know.
I mean, definitely. I mean, I was watching you as soon as you enter in the last arena.
Yeah, I'm just surviving the last few days. Just so tired. So just trying to get through, not really racing as such, but made it to the finish. Learned a lot. I'm still learning, still young.
I have to learn from you. I mean, with all the victory, all your victory here in Romania, still having the passion for the motorcycle, for this extreme enduro.
Yeah.
How you do it?
Well, almost enjoyed it more. No pressure. No, you're not going for the win. Have a look at the view, relax, enjoy it. Still love riding my bike. Yeah, that's what it's about.
And where you definitely win is the applause from the fans. When you say you're coming, they were always...
I appreciate the old guy getting round the gold.
Do you love Jarvis? Honestly, well done. You impressed everybody, and still very technical on some parts.
Some parts, when I have energy.
Hey guys, I'm really proud to have you two here together because you two guys, you kind of gave the sport something really special. You in the early days, and then you, after you guys, everybody tried to get to your level. So super, I'm really glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
I hope
Martin.
I see you again.
Yeah, but not on a bike for me. Anyway, I don't know if we see each other, how the patient can stay, maybe a few more century, or I don't know.
Yeah, one
But,
more year. One more year.
One more year.
One
This
more
is
year.
the target.
I said that for the last 10 years, but
Yeah.
one more year.
Anyway, it's time for us to leave you. We could not finish our talk without you. That's why with Diana.
See you later.
We see you next year.
So guys, this 20th anniversary edition finally came to a successful end. Thank you very much for joining us here. It was, again, once in a lifetime experience. It was also great to have this legend here near us. Thank you very much. Do you have any other words for the fans?
No, I'm proud about all the organization of Romaniacs. Of course, there's Martin in top of it, but I know also after a few years in Romania that it's a huge team effort with the opener, with the safety, with the spectator here. I mean, it's a really great event, and I hope that the Extreme Enduro is keeping on that direction.
Thank you very much, Cyril. Martin, any words?
Yes, I wanted to say a big thank you to all the people that are helping us to make this event happen. And I also want to say thank you to all the riders that are coming here from over 50 nations to race Red Bull Romaniacs. And I'm looking forward to see you again next year.
Thanks for
See you,
joining.
bye.
Bye.
Crazy Martin will be here next year.
Daryl, what an incredible event for the 20th edition of Red Bull Romaniacs.
Yeah, and congratulations to Martin Fernandez and the entire Red Bull Romaniacs team for putting this fantastic event together. I think it's just been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much to the viewers for watching. We've got confirmation that Graham Jarvis did in fact finish 8th overall. Sonny Gojia was in 9th, and Matthew Green from South Africa rounded out the top 10. I think this edition, the 20th edition, the impossible, has proven to be just that. But these athletes have managed to conquer it. It's been, what a fantastic event. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. If you want to see any of the replays of the action from the previous days, head across to our socials, go to our website. You can see all the replays and the action from the previous days, as well as what the other guys still coming in today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. See you again.
Through the mist and the trees, I see the sun. 20 times this race has been run. What will it hold for me? I pray that I will be victorious when the day is done. But it's never done. The challenges before us it will take. Small miracles and weaknesses will break. Your will must be strong. Make it easy to be wrong. Fear is a thing you can't hide. Come on, everyone, it's time to So get ready, 'cause it's time to go. Romaniacs, whoa. Romaniacs, whoa. Romaniacs, at the mercy of the mountains. That's the way it's always been. Pain is your friend. It'll be with you till the end. The mud and the sweat, yeah, let it come. When there's no more blood to sweat, your day is So get ready, 'cause it's time to go. Romaniacs, whoa. Romaniacs, whoa. Romaniacs, If you think it's too hard, you're too weak. You'll be way too tired to speak. So sleep, let it come when the race is run. Remember what they said, it will be fun. Hearing this, you know your day is done. One more year until I see that sun.